Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Alicia Dianne Art. It's been a while. I had a little bit of a hiatus. I think I was gone for a little over a month, but I'm happy to be back and back in the mix with book club. It's been nearly 2 months since I took a hiatus from our book club. We were reading Selling for Dummies. The author is Tim Hopkins. It's one of the, for dummies, quote unquote, book club selections. But I really think they're a great series, not because they dumb things down, which I don't think they do. I think they explain things in such a way that it just makes it digestible if you're unfamiliar with the topic, or if it's a topic that you just feel like not inept for. So I think it really breaks things down so you don't have to feel like, oh, if I'm reading it, that means I'm a dummy. No, it just means that you're new to the subject. And I am one of those people who are new to selling. If you're an artist, you probably are too, because it is a sell that we all need as artists. I kind of reiterate that every time I go over the book club stuff. But today we are doing chapter 9. And if I can find my places, I just closed the book by accident. All right, chapter 9, qualifying your way to success. So in this chapter, he really talks about qualifying your client, potential customer, and what the difference between those two is, because I didn't know what the difference was, and I wasn't sure what qualifying looks like. It was something that felt really new to me, and really something that I'm really glad that this is included in here, because it talks about that first initial meeting. So once you have a time and like a date set to meet with your person, that person is not yet a client of yours. That person is not even yet a customer. They might not even be someone that you want to work with. The whole idea of qualifying them is to set up that time to vet them, to see if they're the right person for you to work with. And so I really appreciated that clarification that I got from this chapter. So when you first initially meet them and you make that appointment, they are your potential client. And once you ask them questions, you get to know what they want. They get to know who you are, and it feels like it's a match. Then they become a qualified buyer. One of the things that they talk about is that they need to be a decision maker. They need to have enough money, and they need to be serious, right? So let's go through some of the things. I remember I read this chapter actually a little while ago, because now I'm getting back into the mix of reading it again. But it was a fairly smooth read. I think it was a little bit long, the chapter, but it wasn't like, I think the previous chapter was probably the longest so far. But this one was pretty nice and smooth, and it was really straightforward. So let's see some of the strategies that he likes to use. Knowing if they're an actual decision maker. So that actually makes a lot of sense. He actually compared selling and qualifying to being a CSI detective, which I thought was kind of unexpected. So he kind of like, picture yourself, I think for me, since I never watched CSI, it felt more like First 48 and you're in the interrogation room. So if you don't watch CSI but you watch First 48, you can compare it to that. The only difference is you're not trying to put them in jail, you're trying to actually offer them something that's good for them and benefits you. So it should be a win-win situation. He actually talks about that. But the first thing you want to do is really make that person feel comfortable. You want to relate to them and kind of get them to drop their guard, because a lot of people, when they meet someone who is potentially trying to sell them something, they kind of automatically assume that they're trying to rip them off or trying to take money from them, or not really having their best interest in mind. And so one of the things that you want to do is kind of set them at ease, just kind of set the scene, make it feel more relaxed, so that they know that you are actually there for them. You're not trying to get anything from them. You're just trying to understand them and what they need, and which is a good situation, whether you're in a job interview and you're offering your services as an artist, or someone is looking to hire you for, let's say, an agency. You want to make sure that you just it feels like a comfortable situation where you're not trying to rip anyone off. You're just trying to benefit them. And, hopefully at the end you get paid for what you do because that's what you earn. One of the things they mentioned is always taking notes, not with like a big binder or anything. Usually just keep like a small notebook or a notepad. Um, I think it's better to use something physical because I always feel like it just looks rude when you're like typing on your phone or on an iPad. It's okay to iPad with a pencil because then it looks like you're actually writing, but I think um, not like typing, it just kind of looks like you're texting someone. Let's see what else. You're making the person feel important, so you're actually repeating what they say back to them, letting them know that you're interested in who they are, what they want. Let's see, relieve any tensions. How did they say to relieve tension? Some people don't make decisions well, so let's see. Just, I think one of the things that they kept in mind for this was just kind of making sure that your intention is not to make a sale. I mean, obviously, we hope for to make a sale, but the intention out of this whole meeting is not to make a sale, but it's really just to kind of understand what this person's needs are, and if you're the right fit to do that. So one of the things that he did was he made this, like, I don't know if it's called like an acrostic or like when you do like the letters, and then yeah, I think it's called an acrostic. I know there's another word for it, but he says needs, so your customers, potential customers' needs, and he spelled it NEADS. And so the N is for what does the customer have now? The N is now. The E is for enjoy, is like what do they enjoy about what they have now. So you're just trying to decide basically if they've already bought something that you're offering, if they already have hired artists before, if they've already bought comics before, if they've already hired a children's book illustrator before. One of the things to really note is that more than likely a good qualifying customer has already paid for the type of services that they're hiring you for. So, and they're a much better vet for you if they've already done this sort of a business before. So it is a good idea to at least speak with someone. I think it lets you take some of the edge off of yourself too, to know that they're actually serious, is if they've actually bought what you offer before. And you want to know what they liked about it. The A is for alter, so what did they not like about it, or what would they change about what they've had before in the past. And the D is for decisions, so you want to know if they are the final decision maker. So are they making this deal with someone else? Are they have to consult with a hiring manager before they work with you? You want to know those sort of things. And the last one is for solutions. So the S is the solutions, and basically you want to let them know whether or not you have the solution to what it is that they want to change with what they have. And that is pretty much a breakdown of chapter 9. I definitely am looking forward to the next part, which is presentations. So we're going to be talking about delivering winning presentations next time. So that will be chapter 10, and that will be next week on Thursday. So tomorrow I'll actually be doing our first live stream for VizDev portfolio. I'm going to be going through all the steps of making a new portfolio, coming up with concepts, doing thumbnails, doing color, picking out palettes and all of that stuff for creating some really amazing illustrations. So I hope that you join me for that. That's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. So I hope that you guys come back and join me for that. So get reading, get the book. It's only a couple dollars, and it's a good investment into really building a business and art business for yourself and for everything that you're trying to achieve. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.